All right, so bet. Let's jump in.
Warning, the following program is not permitted for listeners under the ages of 18. Views and thoughts expressed on this show solely belong to the host and the guest of the show. We are not professional therapists, gamblers, politics, nor anything else. Just a couple of people with jokes and opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please be advised this program is not for the sensitive or weak. You do not have to listen.
Welcome to another episode of Brothas Having Breakfast. I'm your host, B. Mitch. To my left, we have
B. Jones, Show God 23. Salute.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out the way now, man. It's Dutch, man. And go ahead and mute that nigga mic right now as we speak.
He knows there's no one left.
Bandit.
He knows there's no one left.
It's the Diamond Crook, the Crimson Bandit,
His name is
the
Addison.
Killer, Chick Slayer, Flay
That nigga's
Player.
Mike, man.
Listen, I'm out here getting it. You know, I just want to let everybody know that I'm out here, feeling it.
And then he got stabbed.
I ain't got no stabbed or nothing, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We out here, you know what I'm saying, living in the last days, you know what I'm saying, trying to make sure that the baby's going to be okay.
Hey, show, man. It's time for show, man. Thank you. Thank
Come
God,
on, man.
Why we gotta
Chill.
go-
Stop.
Hey, why we gotta go through a 70-minute intro every episode, though? That's what I want to know.
Because he got special needs. Should have
I
named
ain't
you
gotta do me
Special
like
K.
that, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Special
just
K.
special.
They didn't call him a cereal. Thank you.
All right.
I know
So
somebody named Special K, I think.
he got special needs.
Nah, the DJ dude.
That's terrible.
Hey, the Suns leading the Blazers 60-47.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought I
So-
put that
I
out
think
there.
Detroit was about to win like 100 and something.
I ain't watching no basketball. I'm with Kyrie. No shot, no basketball.
I like it.
Because you can't miss any of the shots you don't take, huh?
That part.
Hey, why Show look irritated already?
You need a drink.
You say you drinking?
I'm drinking.
Oh,
I'm drunk.
makes sense. That's a clean ass hoodie you got there, Show. I have to say that, sir. Already, look at it.
This nigga started giving out compliments. He was
So-
like, why he look so
Oh,
mad?
man.
Let me compliment him so you don't beat nobody up.
Over the internet.
I can't-
Internet bullying.
Who's bullying?
All
I just said
in,
I like the
man.
man hoodie. Like, why it's gotta be bullying for? I can't just compliment the brother on his hoodie.
So since we
You wanna talk about you,
oh,
you
nigga.
bully dumbass.
let's all be black. So look, since we was talking about
Can't
sports,
help it.
started off with the question, are black athletes held to a higher standard than white athletes?
I think so.
Hell yeah, they are. Well, not held to a higher standard, just they're scrutinized that much more. You know what I mean? I feel like if you look at
Yo,
the
N-word
way
should
they
be
handled
extra
Aaron
great.
Rodgers, the way they
N-words
handled Cam
should be
Newton.
extra great. N-words need to be extra grateful on the field.
I just know,
Oh, we
listen, man, I
gonna
look at it
make
like this.
Oh, we gonna make an example out of you.
I look at it like this, man.
Didn't that nigga Roethlisberger rape somebody?
Hey,
It went on
Allegedly.
man, it was more than
Allegedly.
one. though.
Allegedly, Antonio Brown did too.
Allegedly, Antonio Brown did what? I fell out. What happened?
Raped somebody. And allegedly, Deshaun Watson raped somebody.
all that shit
Ben
went away.
Roethlis-
He got
Ben
more than one.
Roethlisberger?
though.
All
That's
that
more
shit
than
went
one. He got
away
like 30 of them.
ago.
Hold on, say everybody at
Ben
once.
Roethlisberger? You talking
All
about Ben
that shit-
Roethlisberger?
Hold on, man. What was you
All
saying,
that shit
Show?
went away, didn't it? All that shit went away quick, didn't it?
Everybody said, well, yeah. And so far, all
When
three
you
of them.
think about it, like I ain't heard about none of that shit.
Well,
I ain't heard about the shit about what's that boy? Not Harvey, the other white boy who killed himself in the jail. I ain't heard about that neither.
Epstein?
That's
It's
not-
like,
that's not rape, though.
Yeah, that was pedophilia. And
It's all.
that's not sport.
It's acts of
Sexual violence.
Yeah, and it's like,
Who do you expect to be violent in this world anyway? Mostly.
oh man, they expect us to be violent.
But they didn't
They
all
expect us to be, but they also show the most violence.
nobody has been accused of rape. Like out of all three of them that we named, none of them was accused.
No, it was sexual harassment or something.
Thing is, man, you ain't gotta be accused.
They
All
got
you gotta
hit.
do, all they gotta do is say you.
Yeah, there you go.
They got hit with
That
rape.
part
It wasn't
came-
sexual harassment. Deshaun Watson got hit with sexual harassment. Antonio Brown and Brothers was getting charged with rape.
Yeah, well, Raplesberger did that.
Wait, man, it don't make a difference.
But Brian, yes, or TD, whoever asked the question, yes.
All I'm saying is, listen,
You the law
they got
person.
it's a different standard for somebody else than you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, so Ben did what he did, allegedly.
N-words need to be more
It never was brought to light after that. You heard nothing about it. This kid, I mean, granted, this kid was stupid. He did what he did, but this is gonna hang over this man's head for the rest of his life.
Hold on. You say who was
somebody in the car?
what?
Hey, I can't hear a word y'all saying.
We can't hear what you're saying.
Then Brandy, you know, woman hit somebody with her car, killed them.
Brandy do got a body. Brandy do got a body, but she's also not an athlete. She's also not an athlete.
She's not an athlete. She's not.
That don't make no sense bringing her up.
She didn't do no
It don't
time.
make a difference, man. Either way, they're still gonna hold this over his kid's
And
head.
it was a
Think about DUI.
I mean, it was
Think about that. How does that work?
If you want to talk about athletes that's doing shit and didn't get no time, I mean, Brandy ain't get no time, but she also had the money to probably pay that family off. And I'm pretty sure even with manslaughter, you can get probation up to a certain amount of years with the right amount of money. Now there was the little white boy a few years ago who was on probation, stole the car.
Manslaughter is a little different though.
Man, this manslaughter that's not the point. The little white boy a few years back, he hit some people drunk driving. He didn't do no time. His parents had the money to get him out of that shit. Just like old buddy that just got dropped from the Raiders, he was driving at 100.
You would think he had the money to get him out of that shit.
He was driving at 130 something. I mean, it ain't. He's looking up to 40. He's looking up to 40 years. But I'm pretty sure he's going to have to pay off some shit, and he's probably going to get probation.
It's not about money. Actually, they're not.
It's about knowing the right people.
Dude,
Right.
I mean, he was in the Lambo, right?
Certain amount of money.
He was in the Lambo, right?
Hey, an NFL player does not have the same connections as the dentist.
Or a white NFL player is what you said.
I'm just saying a white fucking dentist.
That's what you said.
Man, look, an NFL player got better connections than any of us.
They had better connections than us, but we're not talking about us getting out of something. We're talking about NFL players getting out of stuff.
Man, your
NFL
phone,
players only have so much. What you call it?
yo, your phone is blingy blocky.
But to get
Somebody
to
giving
the
dumb
topic,
crazy feedback.
let me turn my shit down.
Is that me?
But to get to the topic, I don't think they held at a higher standard. It's to the.
I think they're higher scrutinized.
In public, to me, in public stance, it's like you should be grateful for your opportunity.
Well, that and the fact that
And
shouldn't
now
be
we're
going
gonna hit you over the head.
My thing is, why were you? Okay, so can I ask a
You should
question?
be so grateful that you wouldn't do nothing wrong to lose it, and therefore now we got to show you that you don't belong here.
And the rest of your people.
Right.
Anybody who makes a move, you got to get it.
So do you
show them not to stand up no more, or not
so
to
do
do
you
it
have to
no
hold
more?
it? Do you hold the people around him
Gotta
accountable?
deter the
Or
rest
do you hold
of them.
him accountable?
Say what?
So do you hold the people around him accountable for letting him do that? I mean, for letting him get in that car and drive off?
Nah, bro, because nobody put a gun to your head and told you get in that car and drive like that.
Nah, but
And
what I'm
if
saying
the
is
nigga
they
walked
knew he
past
was
me, I
trash
wouldn't
like
have
that.
knew
They
who he
knew he was
was.
trash like that. Why would they let him
The
leave
nigga
out
look
like
like
that?
Brian.
I mean, it's the company you keep, dude. I mean, if we was all just chilling and somebody was under the influence like that, I'm pretty sure one of us would be like, yo, nah, don't drive. So I mean, that's just the company that you keep.
Hey, but yo, the secondary thing in that though, when you got a certain amount of money coming in, you're supposed to at least maybe hire somebody to handle you. You know what I mean? So you don't fuck up the bag on your own.
But at the end of the day, how many
saying.
people at that age, that young, getting that much money is going to think, you know what I'm saying, responsibly like that?
You got a point, but
especially if you ain't used to having it like that.
That's why supposedly
they don't teach you about money in school, baby.
I heard they started having, like, you know what I'm saying, little orientations or whatever to try and teach younger players or whatever how to handle their money coming into the league.
How many of those actually listen to that shit?
That part.
How many of them actually listen to that?
Yeah, but that's you're asking.
You can keep telling me every day, all day for the next 30 years that, hey, listen, you can't blow this $100 million. Man, you eat a dick, man. I'm gonna blow this money however the fuck I want to.
If you
have
any group of people, you're gonna have those who don't listen and those who do. That's not a what's it called? That's not a rebuttal. You're always gonna have those who listen and those who don't. It's always gonna be less people who listen than who do, because people are stupid by and large.
The ones that's thinking about longevity is the ones that's going to listen. But you don't have too many people.
Those are always going to be fewer and farther in between.
You're not going to have that many people up under that age with that amount that's taking longevity. Because at the end of the day, even with now, when I try to break stuff down like with crypto to people, they think it's going to happen within a month. I'm talking about 2025. They can't be that patient to wait till then. They need it tomorrow.
Right. How many of those athletes
are 19, 20 years old? Shit.
How many of them came through like living an athlete life though too? You know what I mean? Like where they don't have to be intelligent because they're good athletes. They don't have to be able to learn things like that.
I don't think that black players are held to a higher. I think they're held to a higher standard to us as black people.
No,
but you can say no, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like they're expecting you to do some dumb shit because you're young and black
and rich.
So we kind of want them to do we expect them to do better. Hell, I mean, look how many people come from, when they come from lower communities, and how many people are like, oh, he going to give back, and niggas don't never come back and give back shit.
Randy Moss came back.
Came back where?
Randy Moss has been to Rand a few times.
Man, quit, get off that nigga's dick.
Don't do that.
I gotta be on his dick though, man.
He also I'll say it. He also promised those kids shoes and sweatsuits at Mark Mason's camp and didn't show up.
Damn.
Do you know that he promised? Or
I know he promised because I worked the camp for 4 years.
Did someone promise for him?
Man, quit making excuses. Addison was supposed to come back and build for the community.
I built for my community.
You built dreads at Avatar.
And you up and left your community.
They grew. Say that.
No.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next?
Don't be like that.
Man, fuck black athletes. Stop.
Look, all I'm saying is I believe that black athletes are held to a higher level of scrutiny. Like motherfuckers be on them that much harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I was trying to say at the beginning when I was talking about the way they did your boy out in the Patriots.
Who?
Even though he ain't got no arm, and all that and everything. Cam Newton.
He's not a legit quarterback, man.
Hold on, fam. Calm down for a second. Let me say, I said, even though he ain't got no arm, all I'm saying is they did him in over the vaccine. They did Kyrie Irving in over the vaccine.
Man.
And then when it come to Aaron Rodgers, they're just like, oh, well, I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. What you gonna do? They did
because Aaron Rodgers has an arm. Aaron Rodgers can get you a Super Bowl. Cam Newton can't get you a Super Bowl. I kept telling niggas when they drafted Mac Jones, Cam was losing his job.
Athletes are measured by what they can produce on that field, just like when Kobe was playing for his freedom.
Don't do that.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if an athlete can prove that they can still contribute to a point where it's going to make millions of billions of dollars, then all right. You know what I'm saying?
Cam didn't lose his job over the vaccine. He lost it because he's not a first string quarterback, and he refuses to be a backup. So that's that nigga's
Kyrie. Same thing with Kyrie.
Kyrie's not taking the vaccine. That's different.
But they also
that's different
with him but they also not
that's
fucking with him.
different.
Hey, I gotta say, man, I gotta ask a question.
They also
man.
not fucking with him because he's not a starter.
What's your hatred for Cam Newton? What did he do?
Because he's a trash ass quarterback, and I'm just tired of niggas on. He's never been an elite quarterback, man. And I don't. You know what I hate? I hate the fact that like dead ass. Because I like football.
So ridiculous.
I just want my court. If you can run, that's great. But we need you to throw the fucking ball. That is your job. Put the ball where it's supposed to be. Not take off running. You couldn't throw at Auburn.
Hey, sure. Why that look like
you know
that
who
sound like
can throw?
that nigga sound like he wrote this list down and thought about it long.
He
Like
could
it's been
run.
on his mind. It's been on his
You
mind.
know who could run and throw, G? That nigga Vic.
That part.
But he wasn't.
That dude was cold-blooded.
They had to
G.
get him because it was dogs.
Oh
They had to
my
get him because it was
God.
dogs.
That
There was
dude
no way
was
American was gonna let him get away with dogs.
that dude was a freak.
Man,
And he's
Yeah,
still the
but-
truth.
Freaks
he
of
fucked
nature.
up.
That's
Can he not just fuck up? Did he not just fuck up?
He fucked up the bag for real.
I mean,
nah,
but
he
at
fuck
the end
up
of the day,
bag
dude,
because
if
he
you
still came back and got paid.
and did what
You
he had
fuck
to
up the
do.
bag when you can't pay no play no more. He was able to
Cam
come
Newton's
back, my
trash.
nigga.
Go ahead
He
and say it,
came
B.
back, but he came back and was never as impactful as he was.
First of all, he wasn't as impactful as he was after his first 5 years in. He was getting old and hurt a lot. It's just like, I mean, shit.
You
Look at
sound like, man, what's wrong?
look at your
Look,
All
boy
I'm saying
Luck.
whether
is,
the hire
when he
was
went
for
out, he was still
publicity,
fire.
Look at
the
Luck
nigga
from
is
Indianapolis.
a freak.
He came
The
back
He
with
nigga
shoulder
was a
retired in
freak.
injury.
like a couple of
They
years, huh?
folded
The
him up
nigga was a freak. He came back and did his thing.
I thought it was no N words, Brian.
I ain't say the N word.
You did. You said that
What,
nigga's
negligence?
a freak. You said that nigga's a freak.
I did say that nigga a freak.
Well, man.
My bad.
But look, how many? This is the other thing too. How many athletes, when usually, I mean, that do just crazy dumb shit, you don't hear about a lot of white athletes doing ridiculous shit.
That's
But
true.
look, no. You know what?
Because a lot of them probably already came from good, from good areas, and their parents was like, "Now listen, we know you're going to the league, so you be responsible with this money. We're gonna get you
But
up.
look, though.
We're gonna
There's
invest." And
supposedly
he'll be like, "Nigga, I ain't never had shit. I'm about to go buy this Ferrari with my bonus,
high
nigga."
mark. There's supposedly this high mark
Nigga tried to kill my father.
for beers
That
that
new,
like
that new AP
Gronk
with all the
drank during
diamonds
the
in it, the
parade.
buzz down joint.
What you say about beers?
There's supposedly
Niggas
some high
can't play
marking number.
violin.
There's supposedly some high mark number of how many beers Gronk drank at the during the parades. And then like there's some other dude who just because they just won the World Series, I think. What is it, Atlanta? Yeah, he was drinking a super amount of beers during the parade and tossing them into the stands.
I
Not
don't.
the
I
stands,
mean, as
but
far as I
tossing
know,
them to
America
at the
doesn't see
people.
nothing wrong with beer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And it was the end of the
gun,
season.
God, and beer.
They literally dumped beer and champagne on each other for the World Series. It's like they're celebrating.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they ain't got to play tomorrow.
No, they're not.
Hey, that's a
So
tall ass
there's nothing
Tom
wrong with
Brady
that.
was hammered after the Super Bowl.
Hey, didn't Tom Brady throw the trophy from boat to boat?
Yeah, he did. They was mad about that.
Yeah, he did.
He was hammered.
They was mad about that shit. I don't see why.
He
They was
was
mad about it, but it
Hammered.
didn't make no sense. It was like the girl's family. It was the family of the people who I think
Hey, why you got
created the
that thought
trophy or
pose?
something. Huh?
Huh?
What?
I don't know.
What'd
I'm
you
leaving. I
say?
left the Waffle House.
But
He looked like he just stuck up the Waffle House. He walked out with the money.
yo,
Word.
Go ahead,
see
nigga.
this
Hey,
nigga
look.
Q shaking down the spot. He asked me if I wanted a piece. Nah, we getting up out of there. But nah, if you look back, bro, they don't not too many white athletes really be wilding out like that.
Well, but if they do well, I
But
mean,
see,
you
you
never
got to
hear about it.
remember. you got to remember that
everybody's out looking for something to catch a motherfucker in now, especially with these cameras and phones now.
I say nowadays, but back in the day, man, how many times you think about how many times them Dallas Cowboy teams was raping them chicks back in the day, man? That shit got swept up the rug.
Or whatever is a lot of the stuff that just athletes in that certain subsect of culture do already. And so they already get to scrutinize those areas. They'd be like, oh, well, wilding out is going to the club. Bang. Who's doing that most often? Wilding out is fucking mad bitches. Okay, well, who's doing that most often? And so it's almost like, is it because they do it most often that's the one that's labeled as bad? Or is it because it's bad and they're the ones that do it the most?
I don't think they don't look at going to the club wilding out. But I'm pretty sure you can't be, you can't be beating up fans at amusement parks, Zeke. I'm just saying, or smoking blunts. I mean, and leaving your shit on the internet, or just saying.
That's another thing. These kids snitch on themselves too much too, man. That's the whole thing. That whole digital shit. Everybody doing this and man.
You FaceTiming.
Everything. Facebook Live, Instagram, all that shit.
Nigga, we out here robbing the bank right now. Nigga, it's going down.
I don't know if bank robbery is the one I want to go with.
Oh, nigga. That's how they do. In the getaway car with my homies.
It hurts.
Why you keep throwing that out there like
that? It hurts.
Look at his face, man.
You should have brought it up. You got to forget about your past, brother. That's what's wrong with you,
man.
I've been moved forward with my life.
You need to look.
All I'm saying is, what do you say?
Yeah, you went from money to jewels.
The toilet paper diaries.
He's a heist.
He be like, "What up, fool? What's up with them Jews, God?"
Bars, hot bars. Hey, listen, man.
What's up, son? What's up with them chains? What's up with them jewels?
Calm down.
So Addison,
these diamonds, son.
What was you talking about with the your question was the what was it?
The resting bitch face.
No, bitter bitch resonance.
Oh,
yeah,
bitch, my bad.
Oh, shit,
my bad.
Let's go.
So
Let's
like,
get this one going.
So peep game. All right, I've been paying attention. You know what I'm saying, online a little bit more often lately because I got to be a little bit of my time is different. So I've been paying attention.
And you weak.
I don't know what that means. But anyhow,
watch this story be weak as hell. Go ahead.
It ain't working.
A new album dropped. It's Summer Walker. I think it's I'm Over It ×2 or I'm Over It squared or something crazy. I don't know. Still Over It, Been Over It. I don't know what the actual name of the album is. I did download it. I didn't unzip the album, but I did send it to a couple people that said that they wanted it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So I didn't just admit to internet piracy.
You just admit to the piracy.
You condone it to it.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened here.
All right, thank you.
That's not what happened here. I only said what could happen.
Wait. But that's not it.
Don't believe the man behind the curtain.
Don't
believe the man behind the curtain. He knows nothing.
So get
right.
You stupid, Addison.
But look. Okay, so this is what happened.
That's not happening.
The only reason I downloaded it because a whole bunch of people were saying that it was such a good album. And I started paying attention to who was saying it was such a good album. And all of a sudden I started seeing a lot of people that were in a lot of all right. You know how you be on Facebook and you see the people that be posting the ones that are a lot of
bitter bitches.
Bitches with no man.
Angry. Ain't had a man in a minute. Just don't like a man for some reason. Just mad at men or so on and so forth. Just like a lot of anger in them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and a lot of it probably justified in one way or another, at least in their minds. And that's not for me to judge. But what I think I do notice is that pain likes to resonate a lot, almost to the point where I'm like, why is it that the sad albums always sell so hard? Like,
Ask Mary J. Blige.
Exactly.
She made a living off of it.
Exactly. When she got happy,
When she got happy, nobody wanted to buy her album.
Nah.
They was like, quit all that happy shit. Sing about
Yeah,
your
we don't want to
depression.
hear this shit. See, you hear the pain.
Sing about
You
your
hear the pain.
alcoholism and your drug abuse.
So what's that say about us though?
Ain't
Does
none
that
of
mean
these
that we
songs
actually
got
do
rape
want
in
like
them.
something positive, or we actually don't? And that's why hip hop is so amazing.
Nah, because the shit that's positive, it don't get that burn on the radio.
You're not listening. You're not getting a Talib Kweli song.
They
nowhere.
playing pop them pills, sip that syrup,
But here's the
kill
bag.
your
Right.
ex-wife,
Is it that
studdle that bitch.
Is that a real song? That sounds like a real song.
Ain't nobody playing,
Sounds
man.
real.
but people still bump it because
Was
they
that
They
feel
it?
like
playing, ooh, look
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
made me
pain.
do.
I killed my
You wanna
bitch,
know
kick
that
your
pain.
dog in the pool. I burned your house down. Look at me now. I'm balling.
I couldn't
Slide
help but
me.
notice your pain. My pain, it runs deep.
Man,
Share it with me.
Are those bars? Like, did B just write a hit song just now?
But
All he needs is face tattoo.
Probably. I mean,
That's,
he is the largest rapper in the group.
oh man, that's the Keisha Cole route, K Michelle type shit. I mean, those come out every summer.
Exactly.
Kate Michelle got fat,
But every
she got
time
fake
they
butt
do, they
cheeks.
go off because everybody loves to have somebody that they might want to punch the fuck out.
Well, it also that, and it goes back to the saying, "Misery loves company."
Oh yes,
That is
Oh,
true.
yes.
That is very true. But
Oh,
the thing
yes.
is, man, though. But okay, so why do they sell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what
like I
is-
say, because everybody loves pain. They don't want to act like it, but they get addicted to their own pain.
Sucker for it.
They feel like they can relate.
They feel like they can relate because they know pain, and they know that they've been through a pain that they feel like might be similar. You know what I mean?
They be like, rap about not having a job and sell at work, nigga. You're not rapping about enough drugs, sex, and money.
Hey, I told you, man. Listen, I'm gonna be a
Drugs,
rapper.
sex, and money's gonna sell.
9 to 5 shit.
Drugs, sex, and money's gonna sell, but the problem is that usually it's the drugs, sex, and money. It's the pain that those things cause is what makes the thing sell because it makes it relate.
But I mean, you also had last summer. You had your whole summer of rappers coming out with a lot of depression shit. I don't want to live no more.
That's because them niggas is weird, man. That's because they be eating
That
pills,
was also pandemic era tapping into the zeitgeist of the depression that was
before pandemic era.
Man, that was them pills and that's a starter kit.
You said
man.
last year, nigga.
That's
year
a starter
before
kit,
last.
bro.
I don't know.
It
was before the fucking
kit.
pandemic. That whole 1-800 "Don't Kill Yourself" song came out before the pandemic.
I don't know that song. I'm sorry.
You know that song. It was on all over the fucking radio. That last year the song was all over the radio was because I mean it's not even just in hip hop, bro. It's in every genre. Because that country song kept coming on every fucking time last year. I hope he cheats.
Legit.
I hope they cheat on you like you cheated on me.
I have
that
not
shit was
listened
on
to the
every 5
radio
minutes.
for more than a decade and a half.
Facts.
Easily. I download all my music and listen to it straight from my players.
Hey, hold on,
I haven't
man.
listened to
Before
the
we go
radio
any further,
proper. I don't even know
hold
what
up.
be playing.
I gotta
for real.
address something.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
Can I address something real fast?
I even made a commercial for the radio once, and I don't even know when it played because I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, can I address something real fast? Can I address something, please?
What's up?
What's up with Addison's man Kid Cudi wearing a dress last night, bro?
I don't even know what you're talking
wearing
about.
dresses. He been wearing dresses. That's not new.
That shit, man, bro. What kind of shit is that, man?
What was y'all watching for Kid Cudi be wearing a dress?
Kid Cudi wears everything. He wears dresses to everything. Man. He been doing that. He colors his hair. He paints his nails. Fuck, I care. Man, so long as I'm on that pursuit of happiness, I'm about to do that shit at day and night. What the fuck you talking about?
You gonna cut you coloring your hair, so you gonna paint your nails next?
Folks wearing a dress.
I don't need to paint my nails. You know what I'm saying? And I
only
color
you gonna wear a dress?
my hair. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna wear a dress?
What the fuck?
You gonna wear a dress?
That shit to do with nothing, man. Huh? I mean, no, I ain't gonna wear no dress.
That shit got a lot to do with
About a skirt.
Be like, hey, would you wear a dress?
He said
you gonna wear a skirt?
Like,
not a dress.
If my wife was like, hey, you need to put this on for me and it's gonna be hot, I might
what about a kilt?
I might think about it.
What about the
I'll
kilt?
rock a kilt. Hell yeah, I'll rock a kilt.
That's a dress.
That's not a dress. It's a
It's
kilt.
a foreign dress.
It's a kilt. It's a kilt. Listen, everything you have on is dress, so I don't want to hear it.
No, it ain't.
Nah, I got two legs. I got two legs.
You ain't get dressed today. You ain't get dressed. You ain't get
Nope.
dressed.
I got 2 manholes in my legs. I got 2 manholes in my legs. Boy,
Why are you talking about the holes a man has though?
Why are you talking about wearing a dress though, B? Like,
I ain't talking about. I'm not the one who brought up wearing a dress. That was you.
But you said you would.
I'm saying I would for my wife maybe, and I would only think about it. I didn't say that I'd actually do
Big
it.
Land?
What?
He did.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I missed that one too.
I think you said where's Big Land.
What's the next topic?
He remind me of Jimmy.
He must be on the road. Just say he on the road, D.
Hold on, where
Like
he at?
you.
Can you be pro-black and date outside your race?
I don't believe so.
You're a day
Your
walker. How you
children
never
are going
believe?
to be black.
Huh?
That's
Children are
my
gonna be
thing
black.
about it. Your children are definitely going to be black.
What?
So, yeah,
Kind of.
I mean,
Kind of.
it's what, dude.
Yes,
As
they are,
as
but kind of.
as the Asiatic heterosexual cis black man to procreate with another ethnicity is my God-given right, brother. God-given. God-given. And just like with my counterpart, she has a God-given right to love whoever she wants to love. Sorry, it can't be me. And that's how the brothers be like, look, baby, I can't date you. Look, you strong and you black. And that's why I can't date you.
What the fuck does that even mean? Listen,
I don't know.
At first I was kind of in there, but then after that I was like, I don't understand what he's talking about.
But the kids are still going to be ethnic. Would you consider
yourself pro-black?
Filipino or Colombian?
Are you pro-black?
Or
First
Russian?
of all, calling them Colombian and calling them
Peruvian.
These are
nationalities.
Those aren't really
show God.
Those aren't nationalities.
Are you pro-black?
Those are places.
Sure.
Brother, I've had a slice of a bean pie, but I don't really.
No, I mean, sure.
I'm trying to cut back on the bacon.
I root for people who look like me. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I can almost tie my bow tie.
I ain't pro-black in the sense of abuse. I'm gonna take this abuse because you my mother or my sister or my auntie. Like, I'm a man. And if I can't be respected as such, you know what I'm saying? And then I turn around and this group of people respect me as, you know, what they see. And that's what it is. I'm saying that on experience, bro. I was over in South Korea, excuse my language, but I felt like a god, G. Motherfuckers used to be impressed when they saw a nigga like me. Excuse me, like my stature, my size, like, oh my God, like I walked in, they was like, oh shit, what's going on? You the dude?
But you can find that
They
same
all
thing
like
here.
3 feet tall over there, though.
No, here motherfuckers want to take you. Gee, I get sized up by my people. I don't get honored for my size.
Yeah, but are you blaming that on your people or on the way they're conditioned to have to compete?
I'm blaming that on culture. I'm blaming it on culture, G.
We're conditioned to believe that we have to compete for space.
What?
You got to be bigger, stronger, faster, all that.
Space.
You got to be stronger, faster, bigger.
Like, there's not allowed to be more than one of us in one space at a time. It's like, that's why they always talk about us crabs in a barrel, because they're like, once you put them all, no, just once you put too many of them in one space, searching for the same resources, they're going to fight over them. And so Just like there's you check it out. There's usually only gets to be one comic that gets to be amazing at a time. That goes on and on. It's the same thing about movies, actors. It's the same thing for everything. We only get to be like the token, so everybody's fighting to be the token. And even when you spread that concept out, it starts to happen all over the place. Everybody's competing for space. Everybody's competing for whatever it is they're calling the wealth or that they want, their desires. Everybody's competing for it. So you're going to get that.
You don't think it goes on? You don't think blacks compete amongst each other more than any other race?
I think everybody's competing against each other, but black people are suffering from an irrational identity. By even calling themselves black is already fucking us up. Black is a color; it's superficial.
What do you call yourself?
I'm glad you asked.
We don't even we don't even look at each other.
Yo, mute it.
We don't even look at each other as brothers, and that's crazy.
That's
like,
because once again, we got a fucked up identity.
Yeah.
We base our identity off of the existence of another group that is imaginary in the first place. That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've learned. Is that
nigga,
just
you a Frankenstein?
I can be that, but I'm just saying that if we're calling ourselves black, that's superficial. Superficial is one, and then two, it doesn't actually apply to what it is that we are.
I ain't calling Frankenstein.
We're sculpted out of
a slave.
Man. We're bronze.
Y'all's a slave.
Doesn't matter. Listen, ancestors,
I'm a house nigga.
sacrificed their lives.
I'm light skinned. I'm a house nigga.
This country from scratch.
What?
That's what my man's and them was been explaining to me.
Who?
That's what I've been looking for. I'm a star reader.
Star reader.
Well,
bring Star Reader on here and ask him, can we all agree on this? Columbus was a bitch.
Oh.
Columbus was a bitch.
Oh.
I would not celebrate. You know what? You know what?
I used to ask why we celebrate a pirate for.
What was the topic?
A pirate for. Can you be pro-black and date out and marry outside your race?
Why not? You still have a like, especially if you're a man. Now, as far as a woman,
what is pro-black?
That part.
What does it mean to be
pro-black? Is wanting your people to. I don't even black. Know what pro-black is.
We are American.
What? Pro-American?
Do you support black businesses?
We're American.
Do you support black businesses?
There's a lot of black businesses.
There is. Exactly. Do you support them though?
You got to check out Trigger Warning.
My sister is
Killer Mike went
48
hours of being just pro-black. It was a lot of shit he couldn't use. A lot of places he couldn't go.
No, I ain't talking about the doc. I'm talking about in Charleston. Like, it's
a lot of black
my sister's a black business.
There's a lot of black businesses in Charleston.
What I
My fault, but what I was saying was somebody through Facebook had reached out when we was doing the restaurant, and they was asking like, were we a black-owned business? But what they did, they actually sent us a link, and it sent a list of all the black-owned businesses in West Virginia. It was a whole lot more than honestly what I knew, because I didn't know it was that many. But there was a lot, man.
Right.
From restaurants to hair, like natural products. It was a lot more black businesses. I mean, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of like I explained to Abby, just for being a minority or being black by itself, bro, there's like thousands of grants, and a lot of black people don't even know that. Oh man.
Hey, well, we're gonna let you go. B, see y'all niggas later.
Hey,
call you later.
Man, for someone who says we ain't supposed to say N-words, he sure do say them a lot.
Nigga, I'm not perfect.